Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Happy Wednesday. And that is the official date today we have of the new update 12.5. I believe the number is 11.5. I forget. But anyways, we have now the introduction of quite a few things, actually. But specifically in today's video, I want to talk about how you can finally, without the usage of third-party programs, liquidate your gear at a much easier rate to get rid of so much and make yourself so much silver. We're going to be selling a lot of my gear here, and it's made significantly easier in terms of what gear that now you can safely sell, in my opinion, of course. And we're going to be talking about that alongside some of the update features, I guess, as well. So before we get started with the rest of the video, I do want to remind people that if you use the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, you can get Tholen Felbeard absolutely free, and Stagnite, Allure, and Barracan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30s. Amazing epics. And also, do not forget about Grand Oak Padrag of the Sylvan Watchers faction. Brand new legendary promo. All you gotta do is use the promo code WRATH within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. Okay, so what's new? Well, now there's these treasure tickets. These are now live. You get a free ticket every 3 days. There's these silver tickets, and to get these gold tickets, well, it says that there's like advanced quests and playtime rewards and shit, but I don't see it right now. Or you can spend, for me, I think this is approximately 200 Canadian dollars to get 3 tickets. You're right. So whenever you buy things on the web store or in game from PC, things like that, you get Plarium points. So this has to be done over the month. It might be cheaper actually, because I forgot you do get your playtime, right? So you get 3, 6, and 9 per day. So that actually should go towards that, but you're not going to be able to get it fully though without doing some spending. 9 times 28 days would be like 112, right? So it's it's not fully. Wait, no, 9 times 28. No, I did that math wrong. 56, 112, 224, something like that. But again, you're still gonna have to spend though, maybe $100, $150, something like that, to kind of make up the difference on these tickets. Anyway, so obviously it's not free. The gold tickets. Now I don't know what the difference. Did they talk about the silver tickets versus the gold tickets? Okay, I see. So the gold tickets, which are the better ones, they don't have a lot of the lower crap, I guess, on there. It's more specific to certain things. The gleaming gems, this is like, okay, so these things, right? That's the gleaming fire gems. The legendary ones, what are those? Rare, epic, legendary, 11%, not great. Anyways, that's a new thing that came into the game. They also, where is the new mentor rewards? God, where did they shove that? It was on the screen, and they have this new lizardman who came to the game. Where the hell is he? He's a loco. He's not amazing, but now it's this new mentor system, right? So if you're a returning account, you can get this guy over a longer period of time. He's okay, right? He decreases cooldowns of an ally skill by 2. He's not monumental because he's a very selfish buffer. I think here, whenever an enemy champion's passive skill activates, fill his champion's turn meter by 30%. He's got a 20% all battle speed aura. It's okay, but in order to get him, yeah, it's part of this. Like, does it even tell us how? 0? It should be at the bottom, right? Or where's the loco? Does it even tell you Talarian homecoming thing, right? So this is this stuff, and you can get like a link, but honestly, it's pretty convoluted. But it is better than that old system that they had for those other characters, I guess. Right? I wonder if this is something that you can manipulate with like your own accounts, and how long people have to be offline in order to actually use this. That's what I'm curious about. Is there any restrictions on that? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into this further. But anyways, what we're here to talk about, of course, is the fact that now you can filter your gear. There's an auto equip button, I suppose. I mean, I'm actually genuinely curious what it grabs from my character here. It gave me a what did it do? Actually, it gave me 281 speed. It's not terrible, but it gave me a 2-piece perception, some mercurial to go with my accessories, I guess. I have a 4-piece mercurial now, accursed gauntlets, and then a protection piece. Weird. Like I wonder what it does with some of my other characters. Let's do Edward Kenway. Let's just see what shows up here on the auto equip button. It just gives me some random shit. Yeah, well, what did it give me? A bunch of attack percent. So I mean, it could be worse, right? If you're just trying to do this for faction crypts or something, and you're too lazy, and you could just hit the auto equip button, it probably will be sufficient, right, for what you need. But then, you know, I want to make sure that and now I have to get rid of the gear, right? So that's the problem because, anyways, I'll leave it auto for just the moment. So when it comes to selling, they've made this significantly easier because now you can filter, and this is extremely important down here, filter substats. You can actually filter without speed substats. Why does this matter? Because for the most part, even I would say even as an early player, like if you've been playing for at least a month, you should be considering substats with speed on almost all of your gear, right? Speed is very important. Not speed main stat, but speed substat is very important on your secondary stats. This is stuff that is going to matter for almost 90% of your champions. And for me, if a gear piece does not have speed substat, I don't typically upgrade it. There are some niche examples of this where that's the case, but by and large, I would say you want some speed on almost every single gear piece, and those are the best. So this makes it very easy for me to sell my gear now because I'm just going to liquidate. Now, one thing that I do want to keep in mind though is that make sure when you're filtering, do not include your boots. Why? Because boots don't have speed substats when they have main stat speed. I'm going to move myself over to the bottom right just for this because we might end up running into some issues. Okay, there we go. So if you have everything on there, then you're obviously going to end up picking up some speed main stat boots. And you do not want to sell these because these are the best boots for all of your characters. Again, for 95% of your characters, you're going to be using speed main stat boots. Very niche examples of very certain characters where you may run attack percent, 60% on certain characters or defense 60%. But by and large, all your characters are going to be running speed main stat boots. So click the boots off and you won't have any issues by accidentally selling them. Okay, so now I'm seeing all of my gear pieces that basically do not have any speed stats. That being said, I'm going to start with 5-star gear, right? I don't keep anything lower than 5-star gear. You know, mileage will vary, so if you're like an early and mid gamer, you could do this with 4-star and whatnot, but I don't generally keep 4-star gear. I only use 5 and 6-star gear. So I'm going to now go to the sell button. I'm going to select all, and at least of the 5-star category, it appears that I have about 352 artifacts pieces that do not have speed. That being said, there is some stuff that I maybe don't want to, maybe they're part of a gear set that I don't want to accidentally sell. Like this has a lot of resistance. So there's probably a reason why I still have it around. So what I'm going to do to start though, is I'm going to feature 5-star blue and 5-star purple, and I'm going to select all. But I'm going to manually uncheck things that I have at like level 16, right? I don't want to accidentally sell something that might be on a gear set of my character. So I'm going to go like that. Right, then level 16 regen piece. There's a few of these now. Maybe they're on some other character's gear set. I'm not sure. Right, since they're leveled up, I'll just cancel that out because maybe they'll end up showing up. You know what? I'm gonna sell that as well. So just gonna go scroll through, and even this is 172 artifacts selected already on 5-star purple. So this is a good start. Again, gonna tick them off just in case. Some of these ones that I have leveled up at 12 or higher, the instinct's probably fine. We'll get rid of that. A lot of merciless here that doesn't have any speed at all. Then we have a shit ton of mercurial gear because I haven't really gone through this. So it seems good, right? 169 artifacts selected with 7.3 million silver. I'm going to sell that. And right away, that cleans up a significant amount of my inventory because this is the worst part about Raid Shadow Legends, in my opinion, is managing your inventory. And so they've made it significantly easier for me to now sell all my trashy shit. So now I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it again with my legendary stuff. Apparently I have about 114 artifacts. Again, I'm going to scroll through just in case to see if I have anything that I'm, for some reason, maybe using. Is that more, like, I don't know why, like, it'll tell me, I suppose, when I try to sell it, if it's used on a gear set or not. I'm just going to, like, skim through this a little bit. Gonna take a look. There's that level 12 Merciless. Why is that? It's not very good anyway, so I'll probably still sell it. Maybe I leveled it for a Gear Hunter, Gear Enhancement or something like that. So that seems also okay to sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we're going to sell it. Okay. So that was another 113. That's good. 5-star, 5-star mythical. I mean, that's a lot of Mercurial gear. Now, sometimes what I do though, specifically with mythical gear, I probably wouldn't go and sell this because I did a video before about how to rework gear. So if you do happen to get, let's say, a triple or quad roll on a particular gear piece, you can have a chance to rework it into a usable item that might land on speed. So this is something I would caution about. You could do the same thing on Legendary as well, but frankly, I think that Mythical Gear has that one extra stat roll. So there's a chance that some of this might be more viable than Legendary. So I'm going to end things there for that. And then I'm going to go back to 6-star blue. Actually, I don't have 6-star blue anyways. So 6-star purple, and we're going to do the same thing, right? So sell, select all, 431 artifacts. Good God. So that's a lot of silver, right? That's just lying around. Again, same thing. I'm going to kind of take a look at some things just in case that I'm running level 16s. Maybe there's a reason why I'm keeping it. I don't know, right? Just for the sake of this, I will try not to get rid of it. I might have accidentally reworked some gear, maybe why they're level 12. Let's take a look. 16 on that perception piece. Usually I don't wear things if they don't have speed substats, so it probably should be safe, but just for this, I'm going to not sell these level 16 pieces. Maybe I'm using them elsewhere. 16, 16. Just want to double check, right? Scroll through and double check on your own here, and then I think down to Mercurial, there's some feral pieces that apparently I still have here, and they're down to Mercurial. Looks like it's safe. Currently, it's part of your gear set. Okay, well, I think I canceled all of that. Something at the top. Honestly, it's probably something that I used a long time ago. Right? I think I'm going to sell it anyways, though. Because realistically, nowadays, I don't really use it if they're not speed substats. So we're going to sell that. For those 415, we're going to sell it. It's 26 million. So I've already cleaned up, like, what is that? 40 million silver. Just because my inventory has been, we're down to 1,273 out of 2,000. So that is amazing because already we've cleaned out a lot. Now we can go a little bit further. We can go back to 6-star legendary. I wonder what that's going to look like with no speed stats. Let's go to sell. Let's do that again. And but 184. So it's not as much. I had a lot of 6-star purple, it seems. Also, I tend to keep my mythicals anyways, just to double check what I got. Swift parry. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh shit. I hope I didn't sell speed boots. I think I made sure to filter that, right? I'm pretty sure I filtered that properly. I really hope so, right? Make sure when you do that, you do not include the boots. I really hope I didn't. I think I did it properly. Yeah, I think I did it properly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I did. Just checking. Just checking. I didn't accidentally sell stuff I didn't want to. Okay, so we're going to do this again. 162 legendary pieces of 6-star that do not have, they're probably, yeah, it's part of a gear set. There's going to be some of these that have there. So I'm going to untick these 16s. Do that again. I don't know why, just in case. Right? I don't know if I'm actually using them. It might say I have gear sets, but realistically, I don't use those characters anymore. So that's possible what's going on here. We're going to go through that. We're going to do that again. It's a feral axe there. That's probably it. Yeah, there we go. Another 15 million. So how much was that? Now, like 75 million silver that I've just cleaned out of my inventory. I'm not going to do mythicals at this point because this is something I'll do later on my own time. I think just to see whether or not there's stuff there. But by and large, I don't use stuff without a speed substat. So now we've brought ourselves down to 1100. And honestly, that's huge. I've almost cut my inventory in half. I was literally just dying to sell some stuff. And I just didn't want to install the third parties with, like, I believe it's RSL Helper and things like that kind of identify like what's good gear and what's not. And I just didn't want to go through the algorithm to do that. And so I find this a significantly easier way. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be using seriously gear that doesn't have some degree of speed stat on it. So I think that that's a very easy way to clean out your inventory pretty quickly. So let me know what your thoughts are about that, right? I think I gained about 70 million silver, 60, 70 million silver. So it was really good. Like, this was just obviously stuff that I've hoarded over the last couple of months, but it's really going to help you to kind of clean out what's useful and what's not. And honestly, probably the biggest quality of life addition to the game this current patch. That's just my thoughts anyways. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Now, before we go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Thol and Falviard absolutely free. And also these amazing epics, Stag Knight, Allure, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget that you can get your hands on the amazing Grand Oak Padrag. Brand new promo code, Legendary of the Sylvan Watchers faction. All you got to do is use the promo code WRATH in the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next one.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.